Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. You know what I'm saying? Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. In fact, bringing up how to pick up on different signals from spirits. Whether it's spirit guides, ancestors, higher self. Just any beings from that's out of our dimension, you know what I'm saying? Basically, that we physically can't see, you know what I'm saying? Because they've transitioned on to a different dimension, or they already been on a different dimension where because they may have not even incarnated as a human being before, you know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, in me doing this video, it's kind of like, in essence, I got a signal from spirits, you know what I'm saying, from my spirit guides to do this video, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, it was talking to me through bringing me to this book. Matter of fact, this book y'all should check out definitely. The Heaven and Earth, James Van Praagh. Pretty nice book, especially dealing with like psychic abilities, contacting your spirit guides, you know what I'm saying, and heightening your intuition, learning to you know, to pick up on these signals from our spirit guides and our, our higher self, ancestors, loved ones, all this. For sure, one of the main things I should start off with is for sure to be able to get that contact. You know what I'm saying? You must meditate and clear your mind. Matter of fact, by me starting off this video saying like you must meditate and clear your mind, you know what I'm saying? What's funny is me having to repeat that at the beginning of this video could be spirits, talking to one of y'all, one of the viewers, you know what I'm saying? Like letting y'all know, hey, you need to meditate. That may be a message coming from one of your spirit guides just to, to start putting it in perspective right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but meditation, man, you gotta clear your mind because as long as you got that ego barking, you'll never be able to really hear and know when you're hearing the right voice, the quote unquote right voice, you know what I'm saying, or feeling that right vibe that's, that you could tell that's coming from the right place intuitively. So meditation, you know what I'm saying? Meditation is one of the important things, basically. Uh, but and two, dealing with contacting our spirit guides, they come to us in different ways, and in essence, it all depends on our perception, you know what I'm saying? Because some of us may not be ready to see no angel walk up to us and talk to us, or some of us may not believe it and think we're tripping, you know what I'm saying? So think about it like this too, how hard it is to try to contact somebody on this side because of, a person not believing, you know what I'm saying? So think about the difficulty that a spirit has in that instance where it's like, how could I make this person know that I'm trying to contact them, you know what I'm saying? Like how could I make my son, my daughter, my grandpa, how could I make this person know I'm trying to contact them at this moment, you know? So, our spirits try clever ways, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and there's different things as far as like electrical occurrences, like where you might have lights flicker on and off, you know what I'm saying? They had a story where, some people dude had a lamp in his house and it would flicker on and off, like, you know what I'm saying? He changed the light bulb, still doing it, then he even changed the lamp and it was still doing it, but that was a message from his father. Matter of fact, and the lamp was right by his father's picture, and he was like, come to find out that the lamp would do that blinking like on certain dates, and those certain days happen to be like his father's birthday and another little date that was significant, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically like his father was trying, somehow to try to get him to, see. Because matter of fact, in those situations where, a light flicking on and off, and then especially after you change the lamp, and then it still does it. It's like things that kind of give you, not say inevitably catches your attention to, to feel like a spirit contact, but it kind of gives a little, what I'm saying, a little validity to it where it's like, all right, it got to be something behind it, you know what I'm saying? And this is the ways that they try to, contact us. Temperature change, you know what I'm saying? Where if you feel like if a ghost or a spirit is in your presence, you'll feel it getting cold. You know what I'm saying? That go either you feel a cold breeze pass by, or you feel it getting cold around you. Matter of fact, if y'all familiar with the movie Sixth Sense, but before you would start seeing ghosts, everything would get cold. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, a good perspective on that movie too, like what Bruce Willis, traveling through the astral planes and don't even know he's dead. And they have a lot of spirits and souls that's like that, especially if you get into an accident that happens so fast, it'll knock your body, yeah, well, it'll knock your soul out your body so quick, you don't even really know what happened, where you thinking, you're still alive, in essence, because, it happened so quick, you don't even remember or know what really happened. So your soul just kind of, your spirit just, in the astral planes near Earth, you know what I'm saying, kind of just trying to find its way, wondering. Uh, but automatic writing is another way to, communicate with spirits, you know what I'm saying, spirit guides, ancestors, whoever, just sitting there, whether you just close your eyes and just, and like all this starts off too with clearing your mind. Before you want to contact your spirit guides, you want to clear your mind. And if it's already clear, then cool, but you want to clear your mind, meditate, take some deep breaths, you know what I'm saying? You want to clear the lines of communication so you can know that you're communicating, you know what I'm saying? In essence, that you're communicating with your, higher self, spirit guides, or whatever. Because it's just like any communication. If it's too much there, I can't hear you, or you can't even tell what you're hearing, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, you got to get that static out in order to communicate. Another thing, too, where, all right, a lot of people ask, well, why spirits just don't talk straight up to us? Like, why I gotta get lights flickering and, you know, and the grass moving and, what I'm saying? I gotta watch a TV show and then the TV show telling me what my spirit guide is trying to tell me. Why I gotta go through this? It's a bunch of things, you know what I'm saying? I know for sure for myself, you know what I'm saying? Well, in which I'm getting into that mode, getting back into that mode of sleeping good so I could lucid dream or whatever. But say for instance, if you're not dreaming, you know what I'm saying, and you're not getting into your dreams deep enough, because the dream world is where they actually, contact us. And matter of fact, and two, on that level of where you sit down, talk to them, feel them, you know what I'm saying. That experience is just as real as actually, cause in this physical world, you know what I'm saying, because that's the real world anyway, you know what I'm saying. We are vibrational beings at first before we became humans, before we got into this human experience, you know what I'm saying? So reason why they don't just contact us straight up on one case, you know what I'm saying? Or well, because for one, they're not on this realm, and two, especially say for instance, so not talking on spirit guides, but ancestors or people, our relatives that just passed away. They don't come straight up to us in the instance because just like learning something new, they're new to the astral plane. So they gotta learn what's going on in the astral plane, and matter of fact, and learn what's going on with themselves. Cause like I say, some people hit the astral planes not even really knowing whether they dead or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So they gotta get used to being, in that dimension, on that plane, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, it's different time space ratios, different laws of physics when you're in different dimensions. You know what I'm saying? So they can't, it's not like the same, it's not using the same motor skills that you use as a human. Things are not physical, so spirits are trying to get used, matter of fact. And you start to see the spiritual ascension where you learning constantly, because after you leave this realm, bam, now you gotta learn how to navigate your spirit body. Matter of fact, and that's when it comes, and that's where Merkaba and phase conjugation, navigating your spirit body, you know what I'm saying? Plasma phase conjugation, moving, using the physics of centripetal force to, you know what I'm saying, to focus and move your plasma body around, you know what I'm saying? But it's different time space ratios and there's different laws of physics, because now they're in a timeless place, which we are in a timeless place now, you know what I'm saying? But for sure they are in a, you know what I'm saying, dimension where time really doesn't exist. So you know what I'm saying? They trying to map things out. And now on a different level, like where instead of like, that's the ancestors and stuff because they fresh that around. But now you got your spirit guides and higher self, you know what I'm saying? They're they're vibrating on such a high level where, them they're not able to contact us in essence, you know what I'm saying? We gotta raise our vibration, and they gotta somewhat lower theirs, you know what I'm saying? Because they're vibrating at a high vibration, so high that, you know, just their presence may, eliminate your ego and send you into the transition. You know what I'm saying? Like you may quote unquote die just from being in their presence. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about higher beings. Beings that like dealing with Archangel Michael or different spirit guides. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody that has that high vibration. You know what I'm saying? When I say somebody, but an entity or a sentient being that has that high vibration. And speaking of high vibrations, once you cross this dimension, you're on a dimension that exists exists on a higher vibrational frequency. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too. Learning how to contact somebody on a lower vibration, you gotta find ways to lower your vibration without actually fully lowering your vibration. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why our spirit guides, ancestors, relatives, they will have a hard time communicating with us because they high vibrational beings. And I mean, up like this, their vibration just went up higher. You know what I'm saying, to a higher frequency. So it's harder for them to reach down and and give messages. You know what I'm saying, that we could articulate. You know what I'm saying, because two things work on the telepathic level on those dimensions. Once we leave this dimension, now in fact that's why in some cases where babies it's known that some babies will come out, not speaking until like they're 4 years old, damn near like, maybe three, because they're matter of fact, and that's usually star seeds, rainbows or crystal children that, matter of fact, where they seem autistic because they're not speaking, but what it really is, they so used to using telepathy that they like, probably honestly they using it and like, all right, dang, I really have to talk. And then so after so long, it's like, all right, I'm gonna start talking, mama, daddy, dada, all basically that's what what I'm saying, because they know telepathy. They come from that level where it's like, I'm gonna just use the telepathy I just had from the dimension I just came from. You know what I'm saying? So, it's different time and space ratios, different physics laws. They vibrating on a different frequency. So it's harder for the lines of communication to come through. And also, uh, when if you do actually start doing channeling or communicating through telepathy in the instance, you how I say, the information and the communication is going to come fast. You know what I'm saying? It's basically quantum speed telepathy. You know what I'm saying? So if you do get the messages, it's going to come quick, and it may be quicker than you could decipher. But that's the thing, the spirit on the other side not really getting that, you not getting it in essence, because they operating on the speed and the level that things are on in that dimension. You know what I'm saying? And which though, when that spirit becomes advanced, or learn what it learns on that dimension, then it'll get better with its ways of communication, because it's like I say, ascension school. Because even angels are the angles of light. You know what I'm saying? Spirit guides, they are learning lessons on how to teach people, from their plane. Contacting us on a physical plane is a lesson for them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lesson within that. You know what I'm saying? Because as above, so below. Because as even as a human, it's a lesson within you being a high vibrational being and trying to reach down to somebody who's on a low vibration, like somebody where they just low. You know what I'm saying? But you want to help. You know what I'm saying? So same thing, like learn this lesson on the physical plane, and then you get to the next level. And if it's meant for to be a spirit guide, whatever the case may be, you learn these lessons in the higher dimensions also. You know what I'm saying? But they the laws of physics and everything different, so it's a different form of contact. So basically, they got to learn how to, operate the plasma body, basically, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, that's what we're supposed to be doing even before we get on that plane, you know what I'm saying? That's what the Egyptians were doing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like meditating, activating your Merkaba. Your Merkaba is basically like the Star of David. Some people call it Star of David. I say the Star Tetrahedron, or your Merkaba, you know what I'm saying? It's an energy field around your body, and it was that and it was an energy field. I mean, it's an energy field around our soul, in our plasma body, and it's also something that been there before somebody took it and made a religious symbol. You know what I'm saying? It was something attached, and it is something attached to our spirit and our soul before it is a symbol for some religion. You know. Matter of fact, and another reason, too, where the lines of communication are different because it's different. Just like how we have physical laws on, how we could do certain things and what we can and can't do. In essence, not say can't, but it is certain things that certain laws in place where there's certain things where, all right, say for instance, like certain entities, you know what I'm saying, whether it's spirit guides, ancestors, relatives, even with contacting us, like, for one, with ancestors and stuff like that, they don't know the, like, when you say, for instance, you're trying to get a question like, well, what happens in the afterlife? Like, give me the whole rundown, this and that. In most cases, especially like relatives or ancestors, they just as new to it as you are. And I say new to it because our soul been through it. And if you're old soul, you end up remember the process. But their souls are new to it just as yours, so they won't have all this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's where the levels come in, where if you would like that type of knowledge, then you would probably want to contact a deity or entity that's, that probably never even incarnated as a human being. You know what I'm saying? But even still, a lot of these things don't get it doesn't get communicated to us because, matter of fact, like I brought up the yogi who knew how to stop herself from eating. And she was like, I can't teach everybody this because then it would mess up God's you know, God's karmic story, God's drama. You know what I'm saying? This earthly existence that we learn lessons on, it would mess up everybody' lessons if I just taught everybody, you know, how to eat simply. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how to eliminate eating, and then matter of fact, and then a lot of things would lose its purpose. The fruits wouldn't have a purpose no more. Farmers wouldn't have a purpose no more. You know what I'm saying? Things, would be in disarray. And that's the same thing with spirit guides and entities and our, ancestors, all this contacting us, is that they can't just give us any and every and all information because it's lost to this. They'll throw off the lessons you're supposed to learn and all this, basically, like I said, God's drama. They'll throw off the little, you know, this soap opera that we're supposed to go through, you know what I'm saying? Basically, you know what I'm saying? It'll throw it off and you won't learn the lesson that you're meant to learn, that you signed a contract, you came down here to learn. Unless it's in your contract for that spirit to let you know everything, then it's not you're not gonna know everything on that level, you know what I'm saying? It gotta it's laws and levels to this, you know what I'm saying? So that's why they can't just interfere with our earthly lives because, it's certain laws and things set in place that that don't allow that. And in point blank, like the whole situation is like them trying to, find ways to communicate in ways that we could find it realistic. Cause like, well, sometimes you may have that thought or whatever, and you may think like, oh man, I probably conjured this thought up myself. Like I'm just reminiscing on so and so had passed away. That's just me, forcing the issue. Like, sometimes we'll, think it's us and, not think it's real. So they try their best to come at us in ways that only they could come. You know what I'm saying? They try their best to, match the vibration of what they were when they were here, so you could feel feel them contacting you. It'll be through something that you could remember. Like if there was a person that liked to, you know, use chalk to draw things or something like that. You'll go to a store and then, a little kid will walk past you crying about some chalk in the grocery store, and that is the line of communication in essence, because it's like it's that vibration of that chalk, that thing that connected you to that person, is being brought up, so you could get that aha moment, like, all right, wait, so and so used to like chalk. It's to get you moving. And two, because what that's setting you up for is more symbols and signs to come to you. So it's kind of like that little thing to say, hey, wake up. I'm about to start sending some little symbols and signs to you. Start picking up on them. First signal, almost like Blue's Clues. The first, the first clue is this chalk. You know what I'm saying? I used to use. you know, and then it's gonna end up leading you to another place, like where it may be trying to get you to buy a Ouija board, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, Ouija boards is another way to contact spirits, even though people don't believe in it. Cause matter of fact, just trying to like asking, like for one, believing in contacting, you know, spirit guides and your ancestors, knowing that you can, also strengthens that lines of communication and, you know, that energy, that connection. You know what I'm saying? But what I was gonna say, yeah, they try to come at us in ways that we could perceive. One of the main ways I know for sure too would be through, like I say, through dreams, you know what I'm saying? Certain symbols, you know what I'm saying? Or like where in dreams where basically they'll just appear, you know, where basically you dreaming and bam, you know, you just envision your grandmother talking to you. Matter of fact, you know, like the way the situation is, like she'll be talking to you like she passed away, like, oh, I see you enjoying yourself doing this, and oh, that girl over there good for y'all, you know what I'm saying? That bought, you know what I'm saying? As far as a relationship, you know, like you should marry that person, this and that. I think you know what I'm saying? Like it'll be the way my mom, papa, whatever, you know, talk to you, you know, is you're gonna dream it in that format. And I say dream it is really that reality because they're contacting you. They're finding ways to uh you know put their vibration into your experience so you know so they could communicate with you, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, another way too, where if you want to know when a spirit is really, really contacting, and matter of fact, and this your higher self intuition, because too, I'm kind of speaking along the lines of, you know, ancestors and people who recently passed away, but you know, dealing with spirit guides and stuff also. But inspirational thought. Cause matter of fact, inspiration in spirit, you know, inspiration, you know what I'm saying? Inspiration. But inspirational thought, you know what I'm saying? Well, just that matter of fact, inspire inner, you know, in spirit, you know. As a matter of fact, we ain't dealing with motivation. Motivation is using outside. Matter of fact, that's playing with the ego. That's matter of fact, just like putting God outside. Your motivation is outside things and outside conditions trying to get you. No, we work from the inner verse, you know what I'm saying? And and inspirational thought is some ways where you could where it's basically communication, and what inspirational thought may be like where you're in the middle, say for you're in the middle of doing something, so it's like you're deeply indulged in it, whatever it is, like you like your mind is in a certain place, and all of a sudden idea of a recent loved one that transition drops into your head, like basically that's that whoever that you know whoever that person is, that image that dropped into your head, that's them trying to contact you. You know what I'm saying? Because it just went from, you know, and it's the thing, and it happened so quick that you could tell that it's not your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Pay attention. And matter of fact, journals, keeping journals is another way to keep up with what's working for you too, with contacting your different spirits, or like keeping up with, all right, the light flickered today, maybe that's so and so, or this happened. You know what I'm saying? Just like how I said, like my spirit guides took me to that book, and it also told me, hey, make this video because right now, you know, the vibration is raising and people need to know how to contact us. So, you know, so drop that video so they could contact. Matter of fact, and that message came in so clear only because I'm meditating and I'm eating healthier. Well, I'm eating back healthy like how I was, you know what I'm saying? Like keeping everything, you know what I'm saying? Alkalinity at a high level, so the light in my body, you know, is bright. So we communicating, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm vibrating, you know, closer to their level, so they're able to reach it, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we're able to communicate better because I'm raising my vibration so they don't have to lower theirs, because lowering their vibration is more detrimental. But me raising my vibration isn't detrimental to anybody, so it works out, you know. And that's in life, you know. You never really stoop down to the next person level to help them, or put yourself on that level too, because now you can't, now nobody can help nobody because you just drop yourself down to that level, you know what I'm saying? So is just the smartest thing for all parties, and what helps all parties is for the person that may be on the quote unquote low. And it's not to put, just using terminology, lack of a better word, lower level. You know what I'm saying? That person would have to raise their vibration, because that way it would be beneficial for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because now your vibration raised. Now we could talk. Now we could contact. You know what I'm saying? Because if I lower my vibration, I fall from my high vibrational place. Now we both stuck in a low vibrational place. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gonna be able to do nothing. But basically, the inspirational thought, it just hit your mind's eye like a strike of lightning. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, and two, sometimes it's with a spirit contact. And well, I was gonna say it'll be a thought idea, but even a thought idea could come from a spirit guide or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking like, well, you could be doing something like I say, indulged in it, and then the idea to solve a problem come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, something that you ain't never pondered on before. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know it's coming from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? From the astral planes, from the collective conscious. From somewhere that's not really your inner thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like boom, like a solution to, like, it may be like an invention, or it may be a solution to a problem in your life, or not say problem, it may be just some type of solution or some type of idea. You know what I'm saying? Where you could just tell it just, it's like, dang, where that came from. And that's an inspirational thought. So that's another way where our ancestors, spirit guides, or contact us through just hitting us with that quick little thought. you know Matter of fact, like the spirits, trying to contact us, it's like them trying to play spirit charades, man. They trying their best to, make you believe them, make you understand what they're trying to, like the message they're trying to portray to you, So they over here like, all right, what am I? They trying to, they trying, like, and that's where two, if you're so blinded by your, oh, I got this bill to pay. Oh man, this is like this. I gotta go and do this. You just indulge in your ego and all this, then you're never gonna get that contact. You know what I'm saying? And when I say never, never gonna get the clear contact, because even then, the signals is still being sent. You just not picking up on them. It's just like piled up signals that just messages for you that been sitting there for you. Now it's in the archive, in the mail archives box, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you ain't read the message, you know what I'm saying? And wondering, and then the back door, and then wondering why you in the rut you in, and why life ain't. Oh man, I don't, gotta raise your vibration, you know what I'm saying? And that works all across the board for everybody. Now you can contact your spirit guides. Now you're ascending, you know what I'm saying? Getting yourself and soul to a place where you could be able to transition and ascend, spiritually. And another thing too, dealing with spirits, spirit contact us in ways that we are comfortable, even on a skin pigmentation level. So where you hear like a white person say, "I saw this white guy," this and that, or I saw, well, a black person, "I saw this black guy," and then two, on a vice versa level, people who comfortable, you know what I'm saying, and ego wouldn't block, them from contacting spirits. They'll see it like, well, a white person may see a black man as a spirit, or a black man may see a white person, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you're not blocked by your ego, so it could come to you in that way. But it's all on your own perception. Because if you're a racist person, then the only words you're gonna take is gonna be from somebody that that has the skin pigmentation and culture that you could agree upon. You know what I'm saying? So, they like I say, man, the spirit guides, ancestors, they try their best like to contact us. You know what I'm saying? And it's through your perception also, where through what you perceive. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on a level where I can perceive, like, to you, if you get to a level where you're not scared, they'll start kind of making their presence be known on a physical level a little more. Well, like, I had points where I walk in my house, like, lights off, and just be talking, like, man, I know y'all up in here, man. I ain't scared. Y'all could come out, this and that. And I probably hear a little knocking noise out of the refrigerator, or I hear something move in another room. And I'm like, I'm not scared, bro. Y'all, come on, y'all can talk. Like, and still let them know, like, bruh. That's the thing too. If you do want to, experience something like on a level where you want to try to, see them, or or just have a physical experience that you could relate to with your five senses. You know what I'm saying? Because another thing too is like we trying to relate to it with the five senses, but you got the metaphysical abilities is they truly always around too. Like at all times, like right now, I have like a bunch of spirit guides and deity. Matter of fact, and once you become a person of light, they lining up around you almost to like portray messages. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, I may come across somebody in the grocery store, and their loved one, see my light and like, oh man, that person could relay this message to my loved one, and they'll come around me and like, man, tell them I'm straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like matter of fact, the movie Ghost with Whoopi Goldberg, where that turns into where if you're not knowing what's going on, it's called schizophrenia, and you're not, and basically you just not knowing how to control those voices, you know what I'm saying, from the ancestors and work with them, you know what I'm saying. But these lines of communication is just coming in, you know what I'm saying, like through through the lines of telepathy, you know what I'm saying. It's just contacting us straight through. So it's all built on our perception. Like I said, you gotta invite. You know what I'm saying? You gotta not be scared. You gotta be like, y'all could come to me. Cause I remember when I first started, I was like, y'all come to me. But look, just don't make my heart drop or nothing. Look, I don't mind, I wanna contact you, I wanna talk to you. But don't do nothing to make my heart drop. But no, you know what I'm saying? Like, talk. And matter of fact, talk. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the spirits, because they are there, they are real. And if you really want a real connection and real contact, then treat them like they are, which are really real vibrations. They're just on a different dimension. You know what I'm saying? Your grandfather, and papa, grandmother, mama, daddy, sister, cousin, anybody passed away, they still exist. You know what I'm saying? It's just their physical body, their little vehicle. Their soul hopped out the car, put the car in the junkyard, and they on to, the next vehicle, whether that be another physical car, you know what I'm saying, or be ascending to another level where they don't need a car for transportation anymore. You get it? You know what I'm saying? Like some of us, some of us need a car or want a car to transport ourselves and learn lessons. But some of us ascend past using a car and want to use different vehicles. Some of us want to use a Merkaba instead of a physical being, a physical car. And car is an analogy for your body. You know what I'm saying? It's just something, a little vehicle that your soul is occupying. As above, so below too, because our physical mechanism, we made cars to work just like, four extensions, you know what I'm saying? Your four wheels, you know what I'm saying? They go whichever, you got exhaust pipe just like we got exhaust, you know what I'm saying? We get rid of waste, you know what I'm saying? The car gets rid of waste, you know? Like it's all the same analogies, but that's basically it, just different ways of, recognizing signals from our spirit guides. And like I say, they come to us from dreams, dealing with whether it be straight up in dreams or it be like different symbols. Matter of fact, in your real everyday life, it'll be like different symbols, or it be they'll try to contact you through resonating with things that say for instance through the relationship that y'all had. You know what I'm saying? Like I know if I come across somebody dealing with lotto tickets and lottery stuff like this, that's my dad trying to talk to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know the person that you're trying to contact too, you know what I'm saying, on that level. And then too, to make it easier to pick up on different signs, that's coming from the astral planes and from different dimensions into this dimension. But that's basically it. It's all up to your perception. Matter of fact, and two, you could have in other ways too that they'll have like in which I didn't add to it, but voice, like you may hear voices, like, or you may get contact from a phone, like, you know what I'm saying. Matter of fact, it's mostly in the Bridgman book, but and two, I that's what I do. Like, even though I'm this book gave me the idea to speak on this. I'm speaking more from my experience, but say for instance in the book though they speak on also like getting phone calls where you could hear breathing or hear the little voice almost like on the ring, you know what I'm saying? But don't be scared. Don't be fearful, you know what I'm saying? You got situations where the TV may look like it's has a image of one of your loved ones in it, you know what I'm saying? Like I talked about the lights flickering on and off. For a matter of fact, another lady in one of the stories where the street light would flicker on and off, and it was basically she figured out that that was her son contacting her, and that the light would flicker twice for yes and once for no. So she had started talking to her son, communicating on that level, like, what's such and such, this and that, and it's just see the light flicker twice if it's a yes or once if it's a no. So it's these different ways, because like you could just get it out your mind as far as like trying to like wanting to see like just summoning the spirit like poof, I want to see you right now, you know what I'm saying? Because think about it too, on another level, this is a free will universe. We don't own our spirit guides, we don't own our relatives, you know what I'm saying? So we're not going to be able to conjure them up just like that. Are people, matter of fact, can people conjure you up like that? Because somebody like, Kari, yeah, come here, you know what I'm saying? Appear to me. Yes, I appear to you. You know what I'm saying? No, it don't work like that. And also, just this works on all levels, just, somewhat of an empathy, but just basically just, well, yeah, empathetic position in general, but, well, just put yourself in that position. Think of yourself as a spirit. Think of yourself as a high vibrational spirit guide, and how would you conduct yourself? And then it would start to make more sense on why things are set up the way they're set up. You know what I'm saying? On why a high vibrational being can't just contact your low vibrational self. You know what I'm saying? Like it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you think about it as above, so below. Like I say, within your own life, you see the detriment in that. Where you going around some pessimistic, low vibrational person and trying to bring them up could be detrimental to your vibration and to your existence. So you'll start to see why a spirit guide or why an ancestor, wouldn't, contact us like that on that level, Cause they got things they trying to do on their dimensions and trying to ascend. Matter of fact, and if they're not ascending, they got to come back on this level. You know what I'm saying? Learn a lesson, because that was a real good thing. Understanding. Matter of fact, real good information I came across. You could say, but it gave me an overstanding, which it comes from everywhere, from DMT trips and everything. But the information was like, and I said this in one of my other videos, where if you say, for instance, you have children, but you don't raise your vibration in your existence on Earth, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, you gotta come back and learn a lesson. You're gonna come back within your family. So you're gonna come back as either, as your kid's kid, your kid, however, whenever, however long you gotta wait in the astral plane to come back, but you're gonna come back within the bloodline of your own bloodline, you know what I'm saying? Too, you start to see how like where you soul families develop on a physical and the astral level, you know what I'm saying? Where, you know, all right, I didn't get this lesson, my body ain't turned all the way to light in this existence, so I'm gonna come back within my family, as another person, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I keep it real. I feel very, very strongly that my if I do have a son or a kid, you know what I'm saying, that is gonna be a reincarnation of my dad, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and two, back to the spirit, feeling that you're being contacted by spirit, that feeling is very strong, like where I get that idea and I could tell, like, all right, why does it keep, resonating with me, why does it keep coming at me like that? Maybe because it's true. Maybe my father will come down, as my kid, whenever I have a kid, as if I have a kid, you know what I'm saying? That would be my dad's reincarnation vehicle, you know what I'm saying? And the next vehicle for my father would be as my son, you know what I'm saying? That's how these things work. Well, matter of fact, if you check out the book Memories of Heaven by Dwayne Dwyer, where it has different references of like little kids remember being in heaven, but some of the little kids was like, "Mommy, I remember being your mommy," or you know what I'm saying? Like I remember being, basically like remember being somebody else within the family, like are telling they parents that, "Oh, mommy, I'm your little sister that passed away when y'all was small. I'm a reincarnation of her in so many words, you know what I'm saying?" But this is how we from trying to have bliss experiences together, you know what I'm saying, matter of fact, which we mimic through DMT trips and stuff like that, mushroom trips, where we gather together and try to have these blissful experiences, moving our plasma bodies together, you know what I'm saying, creating our soul families, but this is how the soul families and stuff also work, you know and also I left that out, you know and I'm ending the video soon. But ancestral altars is another way to conjure up energy to contact our ancestors, spirit guides. Whether you make a deal with something like voodoo or Santeria, or you just make it an ancestral altar where it's just for your ancestors, just for Papa, just for Mama, just for the cousin, just for whoever passed away, who you're trying to contact, or for different spirit guides or deities. You want to altar for Kali, altar for Hanuman, you know what I'm saying? Like the Hindu deity, or whoever, you know what I'm saying? Altar for Anubis or Isis or Mayat, have a little statue there, As a matter of fact, the more you work with your ancestors and your spirit guides, the more they help you, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why really believing in your altar and your food offerings, you know what I'm saying, goes a long way with your altar work, and you'll see results the more and more you treat the situation like it's real, and like you're really feeding the spirit, and like you're really doing work. Like the more and more you treat it real, the more and more it works on a real level, you know what I'm saying? Because our ancestors really be, trying to, matter of fact, it may be things they miss, you know what I'm saying? That's why you put favorite foods. That's a vibration that they resonate with, in order to bring, to conjure up the contact of their vibration, you know what I'm saying? So you put things that resonated with their, matter of fact, with their DNA, because in essence you are what you eat. So when they were in this physical existence, the vibration of the oranges that they like, the vibration of that cigar they like to smoke, the vibration of that rum or that gin they used to drink, you know what I'm saying? Like when you put that out, that vibration resonate, and they could, come, you know what I'm saying? Like basically, and that's what that the same vibration that a church, I mean, that an altar, creates, is what a church and these type of buildings is trying to mimic, you know what I'm saying? But it's basically like just somewhere to, the to create that plasma field, you know what I'm saying? Create that centripetal force of focus, you know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, it creates, matter of fact, plasma implosion. Explosion is when something explodes out. Implosion is when something implodes in. So you know how your torus, like the shape of the torus, the torus field that's around our body, and the torus field that basically like shows you how the Earth's magnetic field, where it kind of looks like a little apple, like a tornado, or like a circular tornado, where there's a tornado on the inner side and it's like a circle on the outside. You haven't seen the torus shape before, but the torus has like an implosion, or it's like a implosion on the end, like it goes inside instead of exploding out. But when we focus, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with our spirit, well, no, just dealing with focus and like trying to manifest and concentrating on different things. As a matter of fact, astral projection, you know what I'm saying? All these things is focusing our plasma body and creating these certain little energetic fields, you know what I'm saying? When you're creating these energetic fields, you know what I'm saying, that's something that is electromagnetic build up, and it's something that, that the say for instance how I spoke on how, the spirit guides and all this are high vibrations. Well, you conjuring up this energy allows them to feel it as a signal, like, all right, I feel that energy, you know what I'm saying? I feel that light. I feel, that basically that energy, you know what I'm saying? That vibration raising. I'm feeling these auric fields chaining up, let's let's go towards, you know what I'm saying? And that's why too, where you see why if you never watched the movie what it is, I can't believe I forgot the name of that movie, but where the guy passed away, and his spirit is moving through different light sources. So like say for instance, like matter of fact, because it's kind of giving a lesson on the Tibetan Book of the Dead, like how you stay in that little bardo stage of where our soul kind of stays close to the earth plane for like, for a certain amount of time before it transitions to the next level. It's basically like a movie showing, how like after the Brethren died, he was just like, floating around, but he's floating through electrical appliances or with any type of light or electrical current, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what we are, light and electrical current. So what he was doing was moving through you know, what our soul resonates with. Into the Void. That's the name of the movie. Into the Void. Go check out that movie. That's pretty good. And it has to, it dealing with the Tibetan Book of the Dead and dealing with, well, the afterlife where you see him moving through the different lights. I don't want to spoil alert, but you know what I'm saying. But you'll see how that resonates, you know what I'm saying? Where we are, light vibrations, and in order to resonate with a light vibration, you gotta bring light, you know what I'm saying? How you contact somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the Batman signals of the light, put the light in the sky, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way the spirits, feel us and communicate with us, you know what I'm saying? You gotta raise your vibration, you know what I'm saying? Raising your kundalini, having these plasma, these bliss experiences allows us to, to be noticed and resonate with those vibrations, you know what I'm saying? You know, matter of fact, because like I said, it's an ascension process here on earth, and then even after that, you're learning lessons if you choose to. It's a free will universe. You don't have to learn anything if you don't want, you know. But that's basically it. Different little ways of contacting and communicating with your spirit guides. Meditation. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure there's somebody's spirit guide talking to him right now through me. Meditation. Meditate. Clear the mind. You know what I'm saying? In order to do this work, you have to be in a clear-minded state. In order for spirits to contact you, they have to see and feel some type of light. You gotta raise your vibration. You gotta stop eating these unhealthy foods. I know yep. Damn, man, I thought I could be able to eat pizza all day and still, nah, man. Trust me, like, look at most of it. I mean, most of us in the conscious community will let you know, like, bro, if we could, we would, you know what I'm saying? In that sense, you know what I'm saying? If I could eat a pizza and still raise my vibration and make sure my DNA is turned to light while eating, like, cheese and all these salt sugars as, like, crack cocaine to my system, if I could eat that and still, do this work, man, I would do it. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. But peace, happy now. Matter of fact, make sure, everything's gone. But yeah, meditation, making sure you clear your mind. That's basically it. And just pay attention to the different little signs, that may come to you in your daily life, because they will come to you, whether in a dream, and if you're not dreaming, like if you're a person like, oh man, I ain't dreaming so long, I'm not getting enough of rest. Well, then the sign's gonna come to you in this physical realm. So start paying attention. Start cleaning up your mind and be ready to, to catch those little subtle symbols that, and you, like I say, you're not gonna get that full out blasted. Because another thing too, well, we associate with names like Carl and Jason and Jacob and this and that, but like this is telepathy communication. So all these words and stuff, don't really resonate on those levels. You know what I'm saying? On those different planes. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different situation. So, but peace, happy now. Now is the vibrates. We're not going too far in the future. We're not go too far in the past. All right, no. Peace.